is my literal soul brother. I'm not kidding. We have the same birthday. We have the same soul. We are so connected as one. We are at the same depth of that oneness. And I am so grateful to have the most magical human being there when I need him most, when he needs me most. We find each other and we just see each other and we know what the other needs without even having to prompt anything. I just went up to him and I said, I need to hear what you've got for me. That man is church exemplified, is divine spirit exemplified, is sweetness, is whimsy, is joy, is things. Standing on that corner, day after day, heat, in the rain, in the cold, it doesn't matter. That man shows up, and because he shows up, I show up. Each other again intuitively. He just gave me the most spot on message that I needed to hear, and I knew God had something for me today coming out. I knew I needed to have this very sacred space and time for myself tonight, and I'm so glad I listened to that. I'm so glad I'm here. I get to be here. I get to do this. I get to have this experience. And I get to share it with people along the way. And I get to encounter the most profound humans that this city has to offer, and then the world has to offer. You know, it's just reminding me of where I've been, how far I've gone, the way that I have showed him the importance of what movement on skating in particular means to me and then to other people. And he was like, you made me a believer in something that I never looked twice at. And now I can't go anywhere without seeing somebody on skates and also thinking about me, you. How special is that? That is the highest compliment I feel like I could ever be given by anyone, but especially somebody who I look at in such high regard, deep trust, belief, and support, camaraderie. That is worth its weight in gold. More than that, that is that divine currency. You can't recreate, you can't encapsulate. Those are the moments I live for. And protecting those moments, right? I've been having this conversation about recording people without their active consent in this. You guys see that? I'm just out here recording me, but inevitably comes along the capturing of other human beings that maybe they didn't want to be involved. And especially in such a sacred, divine moment like that, you know, that was for me, and I want to be grateful for those gifts and then share that energy with y'all, but not at the imposition or the compromise of what that moment is actually for. And of course, keeping nuggets of that for myself too, because it's a gift for me, and I'm also working on receiving, opening myself up to receiving hope, love, support, because many of us in our lifetime have been taught to be afraid. You know, can't stop thinking about the Odyssey and the Trojan horse and how we have come to expect, you know, this fear arises in us whenever there's a gift of like, well, there's something attached to this, there's something within it that's here to infiltrate and invade, and that is not always the case. Absolutely not. Sometimes it is, as we saw and observe. You know, it is a truth that can't be ignored, but you cannot close yourself off to what is from the divine. It's hidden. It's harder to find these days. People are not living in alignment. They're living in the fog. They're living in the cloudedness. And so you have to sharpen your discernment. You have to be the one to be the leader of your own life, your own energy, and your own pathway that you get the pleasure of exploring. And sometimes, yeah, like I was listening to, you can't always get what you want. And so maybe tonight I wanted a different experience than maybe what I'm getting, right? But the song goes, because you might get what you need. And I needed tonight to offer me what I couldn't try to control, to create. I needed to be free. I needed to change my environment. I needed to change my perspective. I needed to get out, get somewhere new. And if you keep going down the same path, doing the same thing, it's so much harder. You're fighting the current than just, hey, take a turn. Go see something different. Go explore. Trust. Lean on your own intuition. And recognize the difference when it is the fear talking and when it is your higher self talking. You know, as someone who very abundantly in my life has struggled with anxiety and has a deep struggle with that, I'm coming to the realization of when it is the anxiety monster speaking, which is usually the loudest voice. It's usually the most commanding, and that teeny tiny voice, that feeling in your gut, in the back of you, is usually the one that is actually your highest, most divine self, because we've been conditioned our whole lives to live in fear, to live in the projection that what if everything is against us? What if everything is actually for? What if everything you're receiving, what you think that you want, is not actually growing you because you asked to grow? You asked to grow. As I read today in my book, it would be a violation of spiritual law of free will for the divine to step in, God, spirit, universe, however you want to call it, to step in and take control without being asked. And if you asked just once, and that power of the asking came from your divine self, the intention behind it was real. You know, most of the time that intention comes from the place of we fight and we fight and we fight. And then finally, you know, you're on your knees and then you're begging. Let's go back there now. You guys can see the relationship. You know, you're on your knees and then you're begging to God, change me. And I've been reading a lot about how change, miracles are just a shift in perspective, and a shift in perspective towards love. That purple is gorgeous. Wow. I love that. And the more we see love, the more we ask the divine to take over, the more you are going to see what you are clinging to with your life on. And the harder you struggle, the harder you fight that, the more you're going to get knocked down. And the more life is going to keep punching.
I love the rollerblade.
Thank you!
Sorry.
That's alright, love the wheels. A life on wheels, huh?
Yeah.
You know, life's going to keep punching. And you don't actually have to fight. In the sense of the fight that you're thinking. Of the like knockdown, drag out, bloodied and bruised. And yeah, sometimes our egos are so stubborn that we're gonna get ourselves there. I have done that in my life. You know, I thought I could control that outcome. And the reality is you can only control your emotions and your response. And then you ask the divine to step in, fill all the gaps of where you are not able to reach. And you should not concern yourself with reaching. You should be learning how to help yourself, grow yourself, heal yourself, have faith in yourself by seeking your love, offering that to our people. You guys know that this world is probably, no, the world has always been dark. As I enter a dark space. The world has always been dark. And there has always been light. I don't think that we are encountering a period of any greater darkness than what has always existed. I think that we're just available to have more thrown at us for our own recollection of that than we've ever had before.
That's cool.
Thanks!
What are you filming?
Wanna say hi to my friends and you?
What are you filming? Are you live streaming?
No.
Oh.
No, I just record it for, not for me now, but for me first and foremost.
Yeah.
And then I have a YouTube channel that I post things on.
Can I follow it?
I would love to, yeah. I love your wheels too.
Thank you so much.
It's you're recording too.
I am
Oh my
recording.
gosh, are you recording right now?
I am.
Hi. What's your name?
I'm David.
David, I'm Tara. Nice to meet you.
Would I find you YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. And then I'll give you a follow back.
Yeah.
Good ladies.
Are you Austin, my base?
Yeah. I live here. I see that. There we go. I'm behind all of this like football stuff, which is great. I classify myself as a match between the two.
Okay. I
Yeah,
love that.
and I do a lot of different things involved in creative spaces and do photography, videography, content creation, copywriting, marketing, consultations, strategy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Looking at other topics, I'm like, wait.
I know.
Like, no.
I'm like, okay, notice that that's what pops up when people search behind the words.
I also have one, but I've never like took it out to do like.
Yeah. You have an Insta360?
Yeah, the X5.
Yeah. This is the X4, which is still great. And mean, I've really enjoyed the way that this has allowed me to just like obviously capture so much more than actually what shows up.
How long have you been in Austin?
Actually, it was 3 years. Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
So I lived here for 3 years,
Okay.
and I left when I was traveling.
Okay.
Back looking at maybe making a little bit.
Okay.
Don't know yet.
Okay.
But my question to you is, it's just, this is my conclusion. Right now it seems really like dry because of the heat summer, right?
Yeah.
Up peak like months are like fall and spring, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, am I tripping or was it always like this?
We've actually gotten a ton of rain probably when you were gone. When did you come back?
I came back to the week and a half.
Oh God, yeah. So we had so much rain in May. Where were you?
Europe.
Where?
In Italy.
Oh, that's my dream.
You never been?
Not there. I've been to Spain. I've been to Germany. I've been to London. But Italy is like.
It is beautiful. Gotta go.
I will go.
Yeah.
I will go.
Yeah.
And this is such a beautiful place to have as home base. You bring that up, and I think this is one of the most special places that I've had. I've lived a lot of different places, and coming here, there is magic truly here. I was just like lamenting, but in a very positive way. Lamenting is a negative connotation, but I was just sharing that someone I was just talking to is just so profound and is so divine, and there's that still within here. And it's spaces like Barton Springs, you're gonna find that. As you're saying, like sometimes it's a little dry. We just got a ton of rain.
People are still like out of the, a little family the last week before school starts. So
wait until like give it 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it'll be popular.
Yeah, and then especially come October.
Yeah. Oh, I know October.
Oh my God.
You got ACL.
Yes.
And then you
Formula
got
One.
Formula One, Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I've
been all the games.
I used to do Uber here. Back
Oh, shut up. Okay,
so
yes,
like,
you know. You know.
Yeah, so right now it's like really like chill. I just haven't really thought about it. I'm like, wait, friends of mine came and was like, I'm told I'm like, it's the heat.
Yeah.
I think it's the end of summer.
1,000%. Yeah. People absolutely like, we call this, I say we, small collective we, say this is seasonal depression for Austin. Because it's so dang hot, like you can't go out and do much of anything. You can, but you gotta be brave. It's hard. It's hard.
Is your IG on there?
Yeah.
I'll follow you for my page.
Yeah.
And then, are you friends like with any other people that do content?
Well, content wheels also. So if you're looking to get more on wheels in a community, you're gonna want to check out RVA is a great group. Specifically the last Friday of every month, they do something called Critical Mass, which is all wheels welcome, a big meetup, and people like they're going through the city all together, which is really fun.
I know there's a big one wheel and they get every Wednesday, I think.
Yeah. We've got our Monday night skate group. So if you do ever think about you want to go on some skates.
I do want to time at some point. I just haven't made the time for it.
Yeah.
I see a lot of roller skaters. A friend of ours from the store. I don't know what that place is called.
With the DJ? Yeah. It's the Underground Disco.
Okay, I see a lot of.
Come on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's fun.
We'll be there, I say we, which is Skate Austin Group. And then the Underground Disco is a different person that runs it. But we kind of combine forces, and he'll be there. His name's Jonathan. He's setting up on the 17th of August at 6 p.m. and he'll run that from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then our Monday night skate group will take off at 8, and then we're back usually by like 9:45.
Okay.
Yeah, come out.
All right, I'll get you on Instagram.
Pleasure. Oh my gosh, thanks for stopping to chat. That's so cool. I'll follow you back. Take care. That's fun. Clearly he was open to that. There's a beautiful example of like reading the situation. It's all connected, Yeah, we all are indeed one, and we're just on different levels of the oneness. I think it's our responsibility to awaken more of the higher consciousness, elevation of the oneness. You have to be the example. We're gonna go down here one more time. You have to be the change that you want to see. You have to embody body chills. Thank you, universe, for showing me everything I needed to see, hearing everything I needed to hear. Here's another feather. Bryson, you have blessed me. Oh my God. More than words could ever encompass in my whole life. I have full body chills as I say this. And I know this is not just a total black feather, but it is a feather. It made me think of you and the incredibly kind, generous soul that you have had and shared with me and exemplified. And you have walked with me through the darkness. You have never left me. You have forgiven me. You have shown me grace and empathy and support. And you've seen me. You see what my needs are without me having to ask for that. And that is, to me, one of the greatest gifts of all that you can offer people that you love, is seeing them and seeing what can I do to jump in to help make your life easier. What tools do I have available to me that I see you're lacking that I can bring to you? And it's not at the expense of, you know, running yourself into the ground and having no boundaries and not having discernment again. But it's sharing the love that you are so blessed to receive. That is the divine, is graciousness and prosperity and abundance and a beautiful perspective and gifting. It's all the wonderful, yummy, warm things of life. I have people like that in mind, and what you are is what you will attract. And so if you are looking around and you're going, man, things are tough, you have to change. And either your people are going to grow with you, that's me right there, or you are going to have to walk away. You can either stay the same and subject yourself to everything that you don't want, or you walk away and you open your arms to receive what the universe has for you. It's your choice. You want to keep climbing the mountain that you asked to be on, then you keep going. And with that, I love you. And I hope you do more of what makes you happy and healthier and more abundant by offering yourself greater choices to fulfill your physical, mental, and spiritual needs. I will see you next Tuesday for more Behind the Blades, and I love you.